You know, when I was growing up redneck, I used to hear these deeply intellectual phrases, philosophies for life, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Welcome to Leading Leaders Podcast. 5-minute videos, 5 days a week.
I'm Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast, and it's amazing to me how deep that philosophy really goes. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Of course, that opposite is true as well. If it is broke, you should probably do the difference between fixing what is broke and trying to fix what isn't broke is really, well, it's a small gap called awareness. Are you aware that it's broke? I can't tell you how many times I've seen somebody driving down the road with a whole fender held onto their old truck by baling wire, or pieces and parts of their car, like the mirror, sealed onto the car with nothing but duct tape. And you think to yourself, at some point the duct tape is going to give way, or the baling wire is going to give way, and that part that you're just barely holding on to is going to be gone forever, and, well, it might go through somebody's windshield. But that law of awareness that says I've got to be aware not only of myself and the problems that I'm creating for myself, but the potential problems I could create for somebody else. Awareness really is the key to transformation. Awareness is the key to transformation for a culture. Awareness is the key to a transformation for society. Awareness is the key to transformation for any individual. And anybody who feels like my life could be better than it is right now, when I look at my circumstances, when I consider the situation that I'm in, I really think I could probably improve on something. The challenge is, for many people, awareness is only awareness of somebody else's problem. It's the awareness that someone else has caused a problem. It's an awareness that I'm in a situation and it's because of them. It's a blame game. And if awareness never comes back to me to say, okay, well, what did I do to get into this situation? What could I do to get out of the situation? Then we may just spend the rest of our time blaming somebody else for the situation that we find ourselves in. And without awareness, especially self-awareness, your level of education isn't going to help you much. There are a whole lot of really educated fools. Without self-awareness, age isn't going to help you much. There are a lot of really old fools. But without self-awareness, there will also be no awareness of the things going on around you that could be implicated into your own life. Things that you thought because you trusted somebody, but you didn't do your own homework. You thought because you trusted somebody, but you didn't do your own research. You thought because you trusted somebody, but you never asked the question, what's in it for them versus what's in it for me? I mean, what if they have some agenda at hand that I hadn't thought anything about? What if all they're telling me is only what's good for me, but I haven't really asked the question, well, what's in it for them? Because I know, sarcastically speaking, tongue-in-cheek, you've never been taken advantage of, manipulated, lied to by somebody else who made it sound like it was your best interest to do what they wanted done. Right? Right. And see, I'm willing to bet that every human, especially those listening to this podcast or viewing this video, have at some time or another encountered that person who has a maleficent intent. They're truly bent on accomplishing their goals for their means, for their purposes, at all costs. And they don't care who it hurts, and they don't care what has to be manipulated in the process, and they don't care who they have to lie to, as long as they reach their ultimate goal. There's a phrase for that. The ends justify the means. I want my outcome, I don't care what I have to do to get it. I want this goal to be achieved, and I don't care who I have to step on to get along the way. We've heard about leaders who only lead from the top because they've stepped on everybody else on the bottom to get there. That's not good leadership. But see, the only thing that prevents that kind of leadership, that kind of jackbooted thug tyranny in the world, in your workplace, in your living room, is awareness. Are you aware of how your behavior is impacting others around you? And are you aware of the goals and the means of those around you who have an agenda that maybe you hadn't considered? Awareness. It's the key to transformation for individuals, for cultures, and for societies. I'm Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.
Subscribe now for our extensive video library of leadership lessons promoting faith, family, and freedom.